What's going on, everybody? So, a quick update for everyone on the CW01 speed run build. It's got a little bit of delays, had to figure some stuff out, had to get a little creative. So, things got a little weird. So, this is just going to be a quick update, just running through what I've done so far. So, we do have, the rear end seems to be done, I hope. Lots of challenges. Some were my mistakes. Pinion gears. I've got a collection of pinion gears now. Should have just done some research and watched some other people's videos to realize you need an 18 tooth pinion to fit in here correctly. So we just kind of started stabbing pinions in and out, and I ordered the wrong set, got the wrong gear mesh, almost destroyed the gear in here. Great stuff. So we do have the wheelie bar on. We have the rear suspension extension brace mount back here. Got the oil-filled shocks on, and they're canted back nicely. Obviously, tires look a little bit different. So, I knew running the big balloony guys were not going to be a good idea. Those tires are not even remotely balanced at all. Plus, just our bouncy, pouncy, fun-having tires, not speed run tires. The big, nice, cool Pirelli slicks, wasn't going to be able to get those in time. All the shipping lead times were at the very end of the month, which, at this point, probably wouldn't have really thrown me far behind schedule, because I'm pretty far behind schedule. So in my wandering around the hobby shop hoping to find something, I stumbled on these. And these are Jayco front tire, low profile foam tires for the Traxxas Slash. And I have already had the 12 millimeter adapters for the front and the rear. So these run a 12 mil hex. So I was like, all right, not bad. And great thing was they were on sale. So instead of $40 a pair, they were around $30 a pair. Still expensive for tires. I hate buying tires. It's just so pricey. But, overall a pretty good deal, and cheaper, or in the ballpark of what the slicks would have cost me. And, these are pre-mounted, pre-trued. They should be nice and balanced, much better than any rubber tire would be. So, I don't have to worry about blowing the tires off the wheels, which with this motor, it wanted to. Just bench testing, this thing is going to be way faster than I would have ever wanted to drive a lunchbox. But to hopefully stem, stability issues, I had to get creative. I had seen Phil run his, and he broke the 3D printed, extenders for the rear suspension. And, one, I want to try to lower it down a little, lower the chassis a little bit more, and, not rely on a 3D printed part, because that suspension part is going to take a lot of abuse. So what we did, and I'll get some up close pictures of it, is I have actually custom extended the chassis back about 3/4 of an inch. So essentially, this part here used to be all the way up here and slid into the into the chassis. So I took a brass plate. It's about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch brass plate, and drilled holes out to be able to run a bolt through the chassis, and then the screws back up into the mount here. So nothing has been permanently modified. I can take all this stuff out and slide the chassis brace back, or the chassis points back into it, and screw them right back in the factory holes. So nothing has been, damaged or modified heavily. All this can be reused back into a stock form. And then these bottom pieces are just some really thin aluminum L brackets or aluminum angle that I picked up at my local hardware store a while ago, and they're really nice and thin, and with that angle bracket design, it's going to give it a good bit of resistance to flex. And again, they're just screwed in with the stock screw locations, screwed and bolted in. Front end is still Wi-Fi. There's nothing there. Waiting on getting some front suspension parts shipped. I believe they're shipping out today, so hopefully I will get those by the end of the week. Maybe. They're coming from California. So I'm hoping those will be here by this weekend, and I can get the front end on one, and get the camber and everything set on the front end, and maybe go out and give it a run. The weekend's going to be the perfect time for me. I can go to one of the big commuter lots near me that hopefully will be empty, and I'll have a good, long, safe pass area to run. But I'm both very excited and extremely terrified to run this. So I'm not going to show you the body yet. That's going to be in the actual, run video. And at this point, I'm so late in the month, I'm pretty sure it's kind of going to be a one and done because I don't have anything else I can do to the motor. Battery wise, I'm going to run it on 2S, then I'm going to bump it up to 3S, and that's about all I've got there as well. So, it's probably going to be a one and done run. But for the runs, I am taking this horribly tacky, mega bright old Traxxas Rustler body that I have, repurposed, and this will be the speed run body. So this will be a whole lot lighter than the Lunchbox, a little bit more aerodynamic, not that that's going to make a whole lot of difference, but it is cut out on the rear to hopefully reduce with like parachuting so the air can actually escape out the rear and hopefully not get too tippy. I can cut the back out while I'm there if need be to kind of give it some more airflow through the chassis. But this is going to be kind of the test and tune body because I know I'm going to probably roll it at least once. So, sacrificial body here, and the actually cool looking body is over there ready to go. But again, y'all guys will see that when it goes out and runs. Anyway, I know it said it was going to be quick. I can't help but talk. So everybody out there, you guys be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully this will be running.